Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Now, this is gonna be like a little news that I want to just let you guys know. It's mostly the sickness that I grown into, if that's the word I'm looking for. I'm not sure what they call it. I think it's like a fever or something, whatever. Let's just say the idea that I think people caught the code or something and it travels from the clients to my parents to me, if that makes sense. Only my mother is the one that caught the sickness, and I guess I was unfortunate to got the sickness from accidentally getting too close to her, and that's why I caught the cold or the fever, whatever you call it. And it was really unfortunate for my mother for the sake that she has been sick for 7 days, I believe. Mostly ups and downs for her. She's sometimes good and sometimes not good. And I guess after 5 days passed, I also caught the sickness, and I managed to survive it throughout 2 days. And that's how I feel like much better now. But I do say it was one of the worst things I've experienced. There was times where I was having a sore throat, and I think it takes me 2 days, I believe 2 or 3 days. I think there was a time where I have a headache and then I got a sore throat and then I got both, I think, and it was over. That's my previous memory back in a time where I got a sore throat situation. It was not fun at all. But this one was really sucky because I'm not sure if this was the sickness that happens. Well, when it comes to me encountering my mom, but the fact that I think it was my problem to begin with, where I shouldn't have walked across where she coughs, because I thought maybe the idea that I don't have to breathe in it, that's what counts. But I think being around or getting through the cough might mess up, because I think the particles or the coughing goes on your face like this, and you're letting it infect you in your face or your eyes or your mouth still without even knowing. So it's like you have to dodge around it, if that makes sense. I think what happened was that I did try to drink some vitamin pills and one of my dad's supplements, what do you call it? One of those healthy drinks to whatever. But the problem is that I didn't eat at all. I seriously didn't eat at all because I thought I was hungry. Actually, no, wait. In the morning, I was coughing up mucus because I threw up mucus in the toilet because I was feeling something squeezing my throat. My throat was squeezing and I just couldn't breathe. So that's why I couldn't sleep at all, because I was having a tough time sleeping because I couldn't breathe at all, if that makes sense. So after that, I go to work with my dad, and I'd be thinking, hey, I'm gonna be fine because I don't feel all bad compared to my mom or anything. But then after taking the vitamins, after an hour or two, because I guess I wasn't feeling hungry, like after 30 minutes or so, I went to the bathroom because I thought something happened, and I felt so nausea all of a sudden. And I fell just slightly. I thought I was about to throw up, but I just felt like my whole body, my nervous system just shut down. And I get back up and I fell on a bunch of product boxes. And then I was yapping or yelling my dad, hey dad, I need help. And then I try to walk to the other side of the room where the chair is at, I guess near the printer. And I was hearing my dad out. And it was so scary because when I was hearing my dad's voice, it's like my ears were so muffled. It's like I barely couldn't even hear him. It's like, oh my gosh, what is going on? I don't know what's going on. But then I realized maybe the idea, I searched it up, it was because my blood can't reach anymore, because something happens that when a blood can't recycle or whatever you call it, if it can't move up to your ear function cannot activate anymore. So that's the reason why your ears are just deaf, partially deaf, because you just don't have enough blood flowing in you, if that makes sense. And I just couldn't feel anything, and I just fell flat first. But what I heard from my dad, he said that I fell on back of my head, and it was like really hard thud noises, and it was like, really? And then it was like, dang. And I got a huge headache. I get back up, and then my dad called the ambulance and stuff. And of course, after the whole checkup, they said that my blood vitals are okay. It's all whatever. And I told him about everything. Like, hey, I just took some supply vitamin pills or whatever you call it and whatever. And I told him like I didn't eat anything because I thought I didn't have to eat anything if I'm not hungry. But then they said, well, you probably still need to eat because you're sometimes, like, that's just my thoughts if I said so or they said so. But it was an idea where, well, it's the fact that you need to eat because sometimes the body doesn't tell you that you're hungry, or because you have to manually eat because you have to get your stomach filled. So I guess I forgot the main important thing is to to eat before putting supplements in your stomach, if that makes sense. Because I think it was just too much. I think it was like, I don't know, it was 2 Advils or 1 Advil, but I think it was 2 Advils, 2 vitamins, and a watermelon, not watermelon, 1 bottle of healthy drink or something. It was a very disgusting drink, but it was supposed to be healthy for me. And I wasn't sure if it's because I mixed too many vitamins and the medication at the same time, or the fact that I just didn't eat at all. And that's the problem. I didn't eat at all. So, and then after that, I spent 2 days. Well, actually, no, my first day, I thought I can handle by, no, that was the first day where I got sick. So I just been sleeping the entire day at work. Well, it was like a family business, so we're all fine with it. I have like a little room. So I managed to sleep the entire day, but it wasn't really as comfortable given it was just a tiny space to sleep at. And of course, the first day was fine because I was feeling a little better. The second day, I felt just like I can't even get out of bed. And then my dad was very generous or very nice to let me stay over the night to sleep to recover more better. And so that's why I spent my entire day on my Sunday to go ahead and try to sleep throughout the day, because that's how you recover. You have to build up your blood, your whole body, just to make yourself feel more better. So it was just unfortunate because I couldn't even enjoy myself when I'm sick. Of course, you may say, oh, well, at least you're having fun. At least you get to stay at home. No, of course not. I'm not having fun at all. I guess in some extent, if you're talking about, oh, you don't have to go to school, that's cool, I guess. But of course, I'm not in school. I'm just saying that as an example. But what I'm trying to say here is it would be nice staying at home and not have to go to work. But the problem is I felt sick. I was not feeling good because of the fact that it wasn't a pleasant experience at all when I had to deal with, I had to sleep. I slept throughout the night and I had to wake up every 3 hours because of just bad sleeping position or something happened. And of course, my back head was hurting right here, and it still hurts when I gently touch it. It still hurts. And my neck right here, it hurts too. I don't even know what happened. I just fell and I don't even know what I land on, but possibly here and just back in my head. And it was just really sucks for me. And I was crying because I just wish this pain go away. And I messed up mostly for not reading the instructions earlier. Thank God I did later throughout maybe like at 6:50 p.m. when I woke up my second time, because I did sleep after 7 a.m. for about 6 hours. So I woke up at 3 and then I go sleep again after 3 hours. And of course, each time I wake up, I try to eat food and drink some whatever, because I know my body's not going to tell me otherwise. So I have to eat manually. And then this is my final time I'm going to go sleep, because I can't go sleep anymore because I have too much energy. So I decided just to wait it out until 8 or 9 p.m. And I take my 2 Tylenol medicines, because they say don't take the 2 Advils, or don't take Advil at all, because it stops the blood. The Tylenol, or how you pronounce it, it does the same thing as Advil, but it doesn't stop the blood, if that makes sense. I don't know. It was weird. So I guess the second option works the best, and thank God. So I had to drink. So from the instruction, I used Gemini 3 Pro, of course, AI, and it was really accurate too. Though it says, it's just like my parents would said, I need to drink electrolytes, whatever you call it, or have salt in my drinks, and I only have orange juice and some other beverage, and they said, oh, orange juice is the best, or add a pinch of salt on your a veggie bag, whatever you call it, which it was like a frozen food meal, but I don't know, but you just add pinch of salt, so that way when I guess it helps boost up your blood. I don't know what you call it, but I don't know. But anyway, so the point is, I was not feeling good. I now, of course, after the end of the day, my second day of Sunday, before I went to bed, I feel nausea, but my sore throat and my headache was kind of gone. Just the nausea. I just wasn't thinking straight. So after that, the next day comes, and now it's Monday, which is currently today at 7:30 p.m. 1/19/2026, which I got home all by myself. You could tell I'm fully alive, thank God. And let's just say it was not pleasant at all. It was not a pleasant experience at all. Of course, I recovered fast because I guess I was young-blooded, I guess, because I'm 21 years old, and maybe that's how, in most cases, most kids or young people would recover more better than adults. Maybe that's the reason why my 50-year-old mother, or average 50-year-old mother, suffer the sickness throughout 7 days instead of the instant recovery like I done. But maybe it could just because she doesn't really follow the same instructions as I was, because I did try to help her, letting her know, hey, you need to put double pillows on your thing to make the mucus go down more better and not suffocating it, or drink more of the orange juice or some other healthy stuff. But I'm not sure if she tried or she did, or I don't know. But so far she said that she's feeling slightly okay, but she says she's like an ups and down spiral type of thing. So I don't know. Let's just say I did try to help her, but I don't know if she is trying or not. So it's up to her if she did or not. But I would like to believe she's trying, but I don't know. It's just my dad was angry at her for not really putting them enough effort into taking care of herself, because I don't know. It was just weird. And finally, the third day, which is Monday, which I feel a lot better, supposedly. I don't feel nausea anymore, thank God. Of course, I do have to take some 2 Advils, DayQuil. Especially in night times, I take NyQuil because I wasn't having a tough, I was having a tough time sleeping. So that's why I need to drink some NyQuil to get some better sleep. But anyways, I have some DayQuil because, or that's what my mother gives me, because throughout the work, I have to make sure I have some medicine just to give me some good kick up, if like get some Kickstarter, if that in my body, just so that I don't feel like I pass out in the middle of work or anything. But so far, I've been pretty good. Thank God, honestly, because it would have been a lot terrible if I just, hey, I'm back, and just pass out. So I feel a lot better now. I guess it just takes me 2 days to recover. It was not pleasant at all. I was 1,000-yard stare. It was just not fun. So at the end of the day, I just hope that whenever your guys are having sick days, or especially it was like the worst time of the New Year's, where after 20 days of the New Year's of whatever, I become sick. I mean, of course, that's not recent. It's just been, 20 days, but still, I just thought, wow, what a good starter to just be sick all of a sudden. But it is what it is. So if you guys are having those sick days, or if you have a friend or relative, whatever you call it, who is sick or potentially getting sick, make sure to take care of them as well, or let them know ahead of time. If they choose to be sick, that's their fault. If they choose to be, I guess, prideful, ego, I don't know what the word is, but not taking care of themselves that much or putting that much effort to themselves, then I guess it's on them. But still, it's always best to let them know ahead of time. And of course, instant care of yourself, if that makes sense, to make sure you have the right ingredients so that you can instantly drink orange juice and salt or whatever the ingredients that you need to heal your sickness, or a stew or chicken soup. I don't know what you call it. I don't know. But I do say it was one of the worst feelings I have to experience throughout my 2 days, mostly because it's just not pleasant. Especially I just had to sleep in my bed. It wasn't really comfortable either. So it's just pure suffering when I have to be incapsulated. Is that the word? I don't know. Just be inactive, just not doing anything. And so that's pretty much it. So I hope you guys enjoy yourselves. And that's just my news of what's going on. Too bad I sacrificed my weekends because of my sickness, but it is what it is. So better luck next time for the next live streams of the weekly live streams. So yeah, hope you guys have a good one, and catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.